Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, 60 years ago this month, a 12-year-old fan of the Beatles, her name is Carol Dryden, attempted to mail herself to the band. So she had her best friend pack her into a tea chest and close it up. Her friend paid the freight charges of what was then £8 and handed the box off to be transported the 450 kilometres from Sunderland to London by train. That's further than, say, Sydney to Canberra. She lined the chest with blankets and she brought a flask for the long ride, but she did all this planning but forgot to put air holes in the chest. So luckily for her, she was still at the home station in Sunderland when she ran out of air and she started to overheat. She attempted to remove her jumper, hoping it would relieve some of the discomfort, and the box started to move around a bit, which caught the eye, luckily, of a nearby porter who discovered her inside. She would have had only half an hour left before she would have died.
Oh, God.
The following day, she explained in an interview, I hadn't thought about fresh air or food. All I wanted was to see the Beatles. I don't know what I would have done had I really arrived at their doorstep. I suppose I'd have fainted. Her mother said she's a great Beatle fan. The last time that they were here, she said, we paid 15 shillings, which is $2.10, to get Carol a ticket. She enjoyed them and got annoyed with the police when they wouldn't let her approach for an autograph. So she sounds like she's a determined young lady.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. You don't see people going to these lengths anymore. You used to hear people, girls dressing up as room service delivery people for the Rolling Stones or whatever. But I guess you don't have to do that to get close to the stars anymore, because you can have access to their lives and what they're doing and all of that through social media.
Straight in. Slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs.
Yeah.
You don't have to get into a tea chest anymore to slide into the DMs.
That's the Harry Styles. He's not getting someone mailing themselves in a tea chest.
No.
You just can consult him. Oh, Harry, I like that you dress like my grandma.
Yeah.
Right on.
And
I'm going
you
to
say,
marry you.
Gee, thank you for your interest. I remember when I went to see Barry Manilow the first time he came to Australia, and I was a working woman. I was in my, I would have been over 20. I remember clinging to the, what's it called, the wire stuff. We could see him getting to the Tarago downstairs as he was leaving the entertainment centre. We were clinging to the wire, hoping he'd just look up and see us. I was in my 20s. I was probably 22.
So when you say us, was it just you?
Me and Melanie.
Right, so you two were just clinging at the cyclone fence.
Yeah,
no
cyclone
one else was
fence.
around.
Yeah, and these days, I mean, sure, if you put yourself in a tea chest, you go, oh, how nice, there might be some crockery in here.
You could have smuggled yourself in his schnoz.
Yeah. No need for that. I didn't want to blow it.
Hey.
You hate a pun, and I'm sorry. 19 years. You're going to have to get used to them and enjoy them.
But I just can't be fake about it.
I saw a story recently about the girl who won the international pun competition. Yes, there is such a thing.
Yes.
And she's parlayed it into a career as a songwriter, and she's brilliant.
Yep.
There's a big future in puns, Brendan. Get used to it. It's my next thing. It's my new thing. I'm going to leave here and tour the world as a punster.
And I'll be clinging on the cyclone fence. The one person.
I refuse to look up at you.